The first ray of light, as the Egyptians referred to it, Ka, soul. Your soul does not exist within your body, though you can experience that apparency, obviously. Your body exists within your soul. Your reality exists within your soul. Your pyramid exists within your soul. Your world exists within your soul. Your solar system, your galaxy, the universe, the multiverse, everything exists within you. This is the nature of your soul, of your Ka. All that is, nothing is left out, not even you. Close your eyes if you wish. However, as this proceeds, allow what you know to be true for you. So if you wish to open your eyes, do so as well. However, we will do so in unison at a point. Take 3 deep breaths in unison and allow inflow and outflow with me, because the breath also represents the balance of the two. Breath in. You breathe as one breath together. Your heart beats as one heart together. Your soul radiates as one vibration together. The terminology I am is your eternal quality. Experience the feeling of pure beingness in the moment, coming from nowhere, going to nowhere. Suspended between all realities, yet completely engaged within them. Nowhere and everywhere. You contain within you all potential and the ability to manifest that potential. You draw to yourself whatever symbol will allow you to express yourself most fully. Therefore, all symbols are of service to you. No exceptions. If you will simply allow yourself to seek, to search for the service, you will always find it, no exceptions. I is existence itself. I am is knowingness, the first separation from the one, the I am. This allows you to reflect upon yourself, define yourself, experience yourself from another perspective. Belief is the next breakdown of your consciousness from existence and knowingness. This is the first side of the prism through which you create your physical body. This was understood in ancient times. You now attract to yourself the symbology to once again uncover this idea from within your knowingness. For as you learn, you simply remember who you are. Separation is dismemberment. Integration is rememberment. Discovery. Belief allows you to express your free will, your ability to choose from within the infinity. Therefore, when you say, I am love, you further define yourself as a physical being. I is existence. I am is knowingness. I am, fill in the blank, is belief. This is where your power is at your disposal. Your free will allows you to decide what you are. Perhaps this has seemed to be unconscious. Perhaps it has seemed to be automatic up till now. But the fire in the middle of your heart burns away the veil of forgetfulness. You may now decide what you are. And all that is required is your willingness to be clear with your intention of what you know is true for you, of the belief that you demand. You demand this not in what you call an arrogant way, but you demand this because it is your birthright. Allow this to resonate within you and begin to establish your clear intention of who it is you desire to be, who it is you wish to be, who it is you demand to be. I will allow for but a moment of silence before I expand upon this, for you to clarify your intention, clarify your vision. Begin with I am within your consciousness. You need not speak this. And fill in the blank to include who it is that you know you are. You may state it in whatever way you wish to yourself. I am unconditional love is a very powerful start. But you get to define, you get to clarify your definition of your intention. I will leave but a moment for this and trust the timing through which I then continue. As you do, breathe deeply but comfortably. Do not strain, for who you are is not a struggle. Who you are is an effortless creation. The struggle is denying who you are. Your great empowerment is now about to be unleashed with no boundaries because you say so. So ponder who you are for but a moment. Allow yourself to feel who you are. Emotion is the movement mechanism of the energy of your soul within your physical body. You need not repress your emotion. If you feel the need to release, do so, for only then will you allow full expression of who you are. Belief leads to emotion. And when you establish who you are, when you affirm to the universe, I am something, you will feel this. So allow yourself to feel this. Allow yourself to release that emotion in whichever way you feel you need to. Do not allow judgment to come into play. Release who you are, for it allows you to express who you are with no holds barred, as you say. How exciting! As you clarify your vision, your intention, as you clarify your definition, allow yourself to feel your desire, for it too is your birthright. You desire something because it is a representation of who you are. But also, let me tell you, you deserve it, whatever it is. Deservability is not something to gain, is not something to build, is not a muscle to be exercised. Deservability is just that, your inherent ability to deserve. And you simply need express that you deserve. You do deserve to create the life that you prefer, in ecstasy, in joy, in positivity, in love, in light. You deserve it. It is who you are. As you believe, so you feel. Feel that desire within you. Allow it to build to a crescendo. Allow the wave of your desire to crash upon the shores of your consciousness. Feel your desire. If you wish to laugh, laugh. It centers you. It is an expression of who you are. If you wish to cry, cry fully. It too is an expression of who you are, but feel that desire. Conjure that desire. Do not wait for that desire to find you. Find it and release it into the universe. Release it into the atmosphere of who you are. By all means, cough it out. Laughter is positive expression of centeredness. When you laugh, you do not laugh alone. The many other beings, the other entities, should you need to be aware of them, often you will not, laugh with you. For that is a level at which you may all share, always, throughout infinity. The light feeling of laughter will always assist you, will always be a tool through which you can express yourself and allow others to identify with you positively. Once you establish your clear vision, your clear definition, your clear desire, your clear deservability, all that remains to ground this into your physical reality is your willingness to perform clear action. Action is what creates your reality physically. Thoughts may be things, but only in the sense of when you are willing to ground them into physical reality through action. You are physical beings. Being physical, your ultimate expression of your belief, of your emotion, of your thought, is your action. Your action is the bottom line. What you say you believe, what you say you feel and think, is always reinforced by how you act. Action is the ultimate reflection of what you are expressing as a belief. You contain all beliefs. You are infinite. Everything is within you. Everything you feel you have as a belief that you express, you also contain the opposite as well. You contain both polarities, but you need not be frightened by containing what you call negative polarity. For you need not experience it, express it, but you will be aware of it because you are in a world of polarity, positive and negative. When you speak of expansion, only can your awareness expand of both. For only expanding of one would not be true expansion. It would be lopsided expansion. But this does not mean, and this is distinct from your experience. Your experience is a result of your action. So as you expand your awareness of both positivity and negativity, your awareness, your expanding awareness of negativity will seem to occur through other individuals and their choices. And that is all right. That does not mean that if you can be of service to them, you should not, by all means do. But their choices, their approach, is as sublime as your own. All realities, all truths, all beliefs have the right and the reason to exist. When you reinforce this in others, in things that you have been yourself that you no longer prefer, you reinforce this in yourself. You reinforce the validation of who you choose to be, that you have the right, that you have the reason to exist as well. By forsaking another, you forsake yourself. By judging another, you judge yourself. Your willingness to express unconditional love to yourself can only result in the expression of unconditional love to everyone and everything else. Allow yourself to feel the gravity of a love that has no conditions, that you cannot lose, that no matter what you do and think, you are loved. Imagine this. Feel this. What you are feeling is the love of God, or all that is. Unconditional in its nature, complete in its expression, no judgment. You are not judged by all that is ever, for one moment. As you experience this love, understand that you create it. To feel it, you must contain it. Your willingness to match that love is as simple as your willingness to acknowledge that it is there and allow yourself to feel it. That love acknowledges your ability to deserve the life that you prefer. Not only will you be of maximal benefit to yourself and expressing who you are fully with no hesitation, but you will be of maximal service to the planet in which you chose to be. You chose this life. You were not put here by anyone or anything. That choice is sublime. That choice is something that you can revel in. That choice allows you to express within this life complete positivity. Complete. As you do so, you are as a pond. The pond is the universe. You drop yourself as a pebble into the center. And when you radiate that love and that positivity and that clear intention, it ripples out, ever outward, until it encompasses your entire reality. Those around you will seem to change as you transform. Not because they need to, because they too contain that portion of their multidimensional self. The world around you will seem to rapidly accelerate in its positive transformation. Not because it needs to, but because it is the timing for the unfoldment of the taking back of your power as individuals and as a society. You are not beginning a transformation. You are firmly enmeshed within a transformation. You are in a unique position in the life of your soul on earth. In many ways, you have been here before, both physically, both in your essence. But never, never, never have you been here with the ability that you now have. Never. You are here now with more of the ability, due to the conduciveness of the times, to express your energy than you ever have been in the life of your human soul. This is the degree of the transformation that you are within. Personal and planetary transformation. All the processes, all the ceremonies, all the habitual rituals that you have ever created within this structure were only to allow yourself in the times, in the historical times that you existed, to create enough of a process to convince yourself to express a degree of your power. Now, this does not mean that you cannot recreate versions of these processes to revel, to remember, and to rejoice all the years you have ever been. But it is not the process that transforms you itself. Back then, that was your belief. Back then, such structures as this were built to give a symbol, to express the power, because back then, that was the only way. That extreme was the only way that individuals would allow themselves to begin to express who they were, who you were. Now, the pyramid exists within you. Now the rituals are an expression within you to allow you to sing, to allow you to laugh, to allow you to tone together, to experience the unique humaniform point of view. But they do not transform you. They allow you to transform yourself. You are to the point where you no longer need them. They are simply something that you can use again to sing as one voice, to harmonize and express I am in unison, because you choose to be together. Not because you have to, not because you need each other. No, because you choose to co-create as the gods of your reality that you are. No longer is there a separation, gods up here, me down there. You are the walking, living gods of the earth. The living gods and goddesses of the earth. Nothing except your own decision can remove you from this power again. This is the threshold. This is the point at which there is no turning back unless you wish to. And it is my sensing that you do not. You have walked into this structure as one individual, with a lot of baggage, by the way. You release the baggage and walk out reborn. But once again, not because of the structure, not because of the ritual, because you say so. And you create the access to the structure and the ritual to simply have a good time, to synchronize, to harmonize, to rejoin, but also to rejoin yourself. The transformation is integration. No longer perceiving yourself as a collection of parts, of segments. You are one whole being. You are the spark of creation itself. You are the first and the last ray of light. Congratulations. Welcome to the threshold of a more limitless physical expression. You have played out the cycle of separation and limitation. You have entered the doorway, the gateway of integration. Many other consciousness play the instruments and sing the songs of joy and revel in your arrival. As you become aware of them, as you experience the feeling of having your head in the clouds, keep your feet firmly on the ground. Only grounding everything you receive into physical reality will allow others to participate and attract you to share the transformation in their own way. Everyone has their own timing. No one is ahead. No one is behind. Regardless of the chronological time frame in which individuals choose to arise from the womb of their separation. Everyone's timing is perfect. It is not your job to accelerate the timing of anyone. It is your job, so to speak, to be who you are and allow others to simply see, not because they must, but because they attracted you, this is how you can be. But without infringing on their right and reason to be who they are. Simply express who you are. You will be an example. Individuals will attract you when their timing is such that it is necessary for them to see you. If you attempt to convince others, you are not believing what you are saying yourself. For when you believe and are expressing the belief that you say you desire, there is no charge that anyone else must do so. I mention this because this is the key to both inner and outer peace on earth. Once you allow yourself to create inner peace, Outer peace is an automatic reflection, the timing of which is none of your business. Your business is to walk upon the earth firmly, remain grounded firmly, and this allows your reflection to ripple out upon your world in its own good timing. There are no accidents. There is coincidence. Things happening at the same time, but there are no accidents. Revel in your timing. Rejoice in the expression of your great power. Release the emotion behind the appreciation that you feel for the power that you are. And revel in the timing of the coming of the age of newness. It is not yet time for you to be non-physical beings. If it were, you would close your eyes and simply be so. So when you close your eyes and again open them, assume that you know what you're doing. Assume that you choose physicality. You are emerging from a 25,000-year cycle of negativity, of separation, of limitation. You are emerging into a millennium of physical unlimitedness. You do not want to miss being physical now. It is one of the joys, this life, because you get both. And your power stands out in relief with the background of your disempowerment. From this life forward, it will simply be empowerment. You will not take this for granted. But there is a uniqueness in this life from emerging from the shadows that you have created into a light so bright that it casts no shadow. You are that light. Revel in yourself. Cry the tears of joy because you deserve anything that you desire. No exceptions. Before I allow you, in that sense, more accurately, you allow yourself to continue on with the singing of your songs, with the harmonizing of your beings, with the songs of celebration, because you are already transformed, a far different feeling from any other time that you have done this. I ask if there is anyone who wishes to say anything while I am still, so to speak, physically present, so that I too may receive the gift of who you are. You are a gift. And watching you unwrap yourself is the greatest of joys. One of my primary excitements, though I do not insist that you do so. Is there anything that anyone wishes to share?
Elan,
Yes.
I just want to send my unconditional love to you and everyone that's present and interacted with our exploration here this
is received. One moment. Sending pre-assumes a separation. You are no longer separated, so simply feel it, and everyone gets it. Thank you. Yes. You are here to express who you are in love and joy, to experience the transformation from the inside out and no longer feel the need to do so from the outside in. You are here to feel the unconditional love of your soul and heart and no longer keep it bottled up, to express it to yourself, to laugh the laughter of self-love, to cry the tears of joy of self-love, and in unleashing that love, allowing everyone else to swim within the sea of that love. You tell me. All right. Very powerful symbol. Many others upon your planet are still symbol-oriented. So they will only access their power utilizing the symbol. Therefore, you have done so. How does that feel? Now, the one who asked the question, why are you here? All right.
We are here from the dead.
In a sense.
I used to be a model.
All right.
And now I'm
Lovely symbol. Lovely. Yes. Yes, you are. Thank you for acknowledging it. Yes. Yes. Yes, you do. You all deserve. It is your ability. Oh, thank yourself, please. That's more like it. Anyone else? Do not be shy. I thought so.
It is somewhat of an affirmation, but I think it is something that we all can take in, and it is, I am that I am.
Absolutely.
I am love and forgiveness for myself and for others.
Thank you for expressing it. Now, do not withhold who you are. I love you all as well, unconditionally. I know there are more out there. You need not squelch yourself any longer. There need not be a power figure here and you over there. We have distributed the power evenly, or shall I say you have accepted your power and equalized all power. Always, but more so now in terms of intensity, in terms of timing, in terms of acceleration. You have created an effect here today. You shall see.
the lightness and the darkness and the world and the chaos coming into me and intertwining and being one and transforming it just like.
Now I understand the symbol you are saying, but it had not come into you. It has come from you. Rejoice in that knowingness. It is your power. It is who you are. It no longer needs to seem to come from anywhere but you. And remember, because your body is within your consciousness, anywhere that it would come from anyway is still you. I know there are others out there, but I will not force you to have too much fun or be too ecstatic. Yes. There are many of us that in that sense get to experience the nowness of your experience and certain historical overtones by the channel being in this structure and allowing me, perhaps you can say, this access in this way. Do you have a message? We express ours as well. Do go on. In your particular instance, I will simply say that you are the dancing flame of life, the burning flame of transformation, the eternal flame of your soul. You can never be blown out. You can never be doused. Allow your flame to provide the light that will allow you to be who you wish to be, and burn away the baggage of recreating the past in the present. All right? Yes.
I was wondering, I think your energy is more intense today. Is it because you're beyond me?
You feel your energy. You feel your version of me. Never can you directly feel something else, because you must create your own version of that energy through which we then can interact. So what you have done is unleash more of your own energy. And when you leave, you will continue to feel this, but you will no longer need to make such a distinction. When you say you feel me, you feel that much more of yourself. When you say, I bring you joy, you express that joy, that much more joy, and need not use me as a symbol any longer, though again, we revel in the interchange. Congratulations to the expansion of your own energy. Oh, thank you. Yes. Yes. But it is not from anything but your own resistance. Do not hold tight. Let loose. Breathe through your heart. As you feel that, use the sensation to localize. And this applies to all of you with any physical pain. Use the pinpoint of the sensation you are calling pain to focus your love, to focus your image of that part in whatever way you picture it, as healthy, as full, as whole. Your heart beats strongly. It surges the blood through your veins clearly and unobstructed. When you feel that, use the opportunity to apply this symbol, to apply this knowingness to that area. Pain simply says, over here. That is all. When you label it, that part's really screwed up. You can perpetuate a meaning within you that achieves an effect. But if you simply use it as an indication, here is the place to focus your love. Here is the place to picture perfection. Here is the place to use the symbol that I have created to restore, to refresh. You will find this will subside immediately. Are you willing to release it? Breathe with me 3 deep breaths, anyone else who wishes to. And as you do, breathe through that area. Picture that area fully functional, healthy. Upon the third breath, you will feel the pain begin to subside. All right, are you ready? What do you feel?
That is the feeling of your heart opening.
But it is not the heart opening that causes the sensation, it is the resistance. Simply continue to allow yourself to breathe fully as you move about. Simply allow yourself, whenever you feel it, to use that as where to focus your love. You will transform this. Not maybe, you will. And when you do, you will show yourself your power. Are you willing to see your power? All right. Then you will, I guarantee it. All right? Do you trust me? Do you trust yourself? All right. That is all that is necessary. Perhaps before you leave the structure, it will subside. But trust the timing, and each time you feel it, say, an opportunity to picture that part in its perfection. All right? Yes. Whatever you wish, whatever excites you in the moment from what's available, act on it with integrity. That is the full expression of who you are. And you know what they say about assuming. Be more definite than that. All right. The individual over there, do you know why you're here yet? How exciting. Do you like what you call Christmas presents?
Yes.
Do you open them ahead of time?
Yeah.
You do?
Secret though.
Oh, no longer. You are unwrapping. Fairly apropos due to the mummies in this country. But the idea is this. If it is not immediately obvious, and this applies to anything, trust the timing. And do not, as you say, all right, why not, fret about it. All right. But if you trust that you do not know it, and that the timing of not knowing it is upon you, and get back down, grounded to the business that is right in front of you, when it does become apparent, you will feel it. And that will be the time. Are you willing to display that degree of trust? Oh, thank you. It will be joyous. Anyone else? Yes. Yes, you have. Last chance. I am respecting your timing. Anyone else? Yes. Speak up so that all may share. Yes.
'Cause, 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 'cause,
For the purposes of maintaining your own individual power base, perhaps another time. Allow yourself to place one hand out, your other hand upon your own hand, and make your own connection for the purposes of remaining in your own power. All right? I am approximately 1,000 miles above your planet, in this general vicinity, in my craft.
Are you aware of the station somewhere?
Absolutely.
Please tell us about that.
Absolutely not. Now, I am not being rude. It is not my style. But simply there are things that you will explore that you would not wish me to reveal, that it would be a disservice for me to do so. Now, this does not mean that you cannot access me directly, and perhaps I played a little trick in saying that it was the last chance to communicate with me by verbally speaking right now. I am accessible, as you say, available. You can access me directly. You will not perhaps channel me in the way that the channel is channeling me, because we wish to allow you to remain with your own eyes open. But by simply picturing an equilateral triangle, black, upon a black base, and what allows that triangle to stand out upon a black base, being black itself, is a backlighting, a gentle backlighting of blue-white light. That symbol will allow you to access me. Also, just in case you forget that, how you feel when you interact with me, when you share and co-create with me. Drum up that feeling. That will allow us to communicate. By the way, this applies to anyone or anything that you wish to communicate with. Each entity, each type of consciousness that you communicate with, you will feel a unique particular way. Simply by drumming that up, by bringing that up consciously, can you establish a connection. You can create a lengthy process if you wish, but it can be that simple. So with your, as you say, channeling, this is a shortcut. Also understand that channeling is anything that you do with no hesitation, with no doubt. Because you express yourself as a physical being, you are channeling your higher self. You are experts at this. You are experts at channeling. When you walk down the street, you are channeling that. You go forth with no doubt, with no hesitation. You know where you're going. In my ancient language, we have a terminology for this. Perhaps it corresponds, and I mean this quite loosely, to your saying, all right, go for it. It is Shivai. In a sense, the path of the warrior, but I refrain from warrior due to some of its negative connotations. But I mean that persistence, that insistence. This is who I am. I will settle for nothing less, and individuals will step aside and allow you to be who you are. Shivai, I say to you all. Ha'atu, I say to you all. I bid you a most fond and loving awakening, a most fond and loving acceleration, and a most fond and loving beingness. I am forever unconditionally in love with you all. I thank you.